As Mother Teresa once said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." This profound wisdom resonates deeply with the essence of community service, a simple act that can cause a wave of positive change in society. Imagine a pond, serene and still. Now picture a single pebble thrown into it. The impact might seem insignificant at first glance, but look closer. From the point of contact, ripples begin to form, spreading outward, each one bigger than the last, touching every corner of the pond. This is the power of volunteering, the power of a single act of kindness. Volunteering is not just about giving money or donating goods, it's about giving time, effort, and most importantly, compassion. It's about serving meals at the local soup kitchen, cleaning up a community park, reading to children at the local library, or simply lending an ear to someone who needs to be heard. Just as the ripples in the pond, the effects of volunteering are far-reaching and transformative. It's not just about the change you can see, but also the invisible transformations that occur. It's about the smile that lights up a child's face when they understand a story you read, the gratitude in the eyes of a homeless person when they're handed a warm meal, the relief on the face of a park goer when they see a clean, welcoming space. Volunteering is a chain reaction. It inspires others to act, creating a cascade of goodwill that can be felt throughout the community. And it's not just the recipients who benefit. The volunteer also experiences a sense of satisfaction, a feeling of purpose, and the knowledge that they've made a difference. In the grand scheme of things, we may be but one person, yet just one person can start a ripple of change. An act of kindness, no matter how small, can create a wave that touches countless lives. After all, every ripple begins with a single pebble. Listen now to the voices of those who've cast their own stones, those who serve their communities with a dedication that inspires. First up, we have Maria, a retired teacher who spends her free time tutoring children from underprivileged backgrounds. Maria shares, "There's a certain magic in the moment a child's face lights up with understanding. It's a spark, a connection. It's why I do what I do." Next, meet Tom, a firefighter who not only battles blazes but also mentors young adults in his community. In Tom's words, "Every kid deserves a chance, deserves to have someone believe in them. If I can be that person, then I've done my job." Hear now from Rachel, a corporate executive who uses her weekends to serve meals at a local homeless shelter. "I've learned that compassion isn't just about feeling, but about doing. It's about rolling up your sleeves and being a part of the solution," she says. Listen to James, a college student who organizes beach cleanups in his coastal town. James says, "I've always loved the ocean. Protecting it feels like a responsibility, not an obligation. It's my own small way of giving back to the planet." And finally, let's hear from Samantha, a nurse who volunteers at a free clinic in her neighborhood. Samantha tells us, "Healthcare is a human right, not a privilege. I volunteer because I want to ensure that everyone, regardless of their circumstances, has access to care." These are the voices of volunteers, everyday heroes who've chosen to step up and make a difference. They face challenges, yes, but they also experience immense joy and fulfillment in their work. They've seen firsthand the transformative power of community service, the way it can change lives, including their own. Their stories are but a glimpse into the world of volunteering, a world where each individual can make a difference. The ripples they've created have reached far and wide. The impact of volunteering, you see, is not an abstract concept. It's a tangible force that brings about real change in our communities. It's a force that can be measured, quantified, and celebrated. Let's delve into the numbers, shall we? Studies indicate that for every single hour volunteered, the value returned to the community is estimated at over $24. That's a substantial return on investment, wouldn't you say? Now multiply that by the billions of hours volunteers around the world put in each year. The result? A staggering impact that's worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But the true value of volunteering cannot be measured in dollars alone. The ripple effects of these selfless acts go beyond monetary contributions. They foster a sense of community, promote social cohesion, and inspire others to follow suit. They create a culture of empathy and understanding, breaking down barriers and building bridges. Think about the individuals who benefit directly from these acts of service. The elderly who receive companionship, the children who get help with their homework, the families who have a warm meal on their table, the communities that are cleaned and beautified. For them, the impact of volunteering is life-changing. Now consider the volunteers themselves. Volunteering is not a one-way street. It's a shared journey that benefits everyone involved. Volunteers develop new skills, gain valuable experiences, meet diverse groups of people, and experience a sense of satisfaction that comes only from helping others. They become more empathetic, more understanding, more connected to their communities, and it doesn't end there. The act of volunteering sets off a chain reaction. It inspires others to get involved, to give back, to make a difference. It creates a cycle of good that keeps on giving. Every act of service, no matter how small, contributes to a larger, more powerful wave of change. So, let's keep creating those ripples, shall we? Every ripple starts with a single act, a single step. Now you might be thinking, how can I start? How can I become a part of this ripple effect? The answer lies within you, in your willingness to step forward and give of yourself. Volunteering is not a grand gesture, but a series of small steps, each one making a difference. You don't need to cross the ocean to create impact. Start within your own community. Seek out local organizations, charities or community centers. They're often in need of helping hands. There are countless opportunities to serve, from mentoring youth, cleaning up parks, to feeding the homeless. The key is to find something that resonates with you, something that you're passionate about. You might wonder, what can I offer? Remember, everyone has something to give. You can share your time, your skills, or even just your presence. Sometimes the most valuable thing you can offer is simply your willingness to listen and to understand. If you're unsure of where to start, there are resources available to guide you. Websites like Volunteer Match or Idealist can help connect you with opportunities in your area based on your interests and skills. Local community centers, libraries, and schools often have information about volunteer programs. Reach out, ask, explore. But volunteering is not just about what you give, it's also about what you receive. The experience of volunteering enriches your life, broadens your perspective, and gives you a sense of purpose. It connects you with others, builds empathy, and fosters a sense of community. In the act of giving, we receive. In the act of serving, we are served. This is the beautiful paradox of volunteering. So, my friends, let us not wait for change. Let us be the change. Let's take that first step, make that first ripple. Because remember, every journey begins with a single step. Every ripple starts with a single act. Remember, the most significant wave of change can start with you. It's time to cast your stone to create your ripple. The journey of 1,000 miles, they say, begins with a single step. And so it is with volunteering. You may feel like one person can't make a difference, but let me assure you, you can. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, is like a stone cast into a pond. The ripples spread, touching lives, changing the world in ways you may never even see. Think about it: a smile, a listening ear, a meal prepared with love, a hand extended in friendship. These are the ripples you create when you volunteer. You may not be able to solve all the world's problems, but you can certainly touch one life, and that is a beautiful place to start. The power to create a ripple of change is in your hands. Take the first step, volunteer today.